my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion.
Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On first down, Dobbins. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
Check 13. Check 13. Check
On second down, Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
And it's third down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jackson, always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game. But it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2. Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. Calais Campbell on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to the ground. This time it's high. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3 down, 3 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw is Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 40 now on second down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Ravens 7, Steelers 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Roethlisberger. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll give to Hyde out of the gun. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Think about some of the memorable performances that Ben Roethlisberger's had over the years, and one of them came against the Ravens. He threw 6 touchdowns back in 2014 in a win against Baltimore. And actually, now that I think about it, that was on the heels of a 6-touchdown performance in a win over Indianapolis the week prior. So October 2014 was kind to Big Ben. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Give to the fullback. This is Watt. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
55, come on, dog, 55. Hey, let's get this. Hey, check right. Watch it, 5. Let's go.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And getting our first update now from Nashville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 37.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson towards the end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be in.
Carlos Hyde, see you later. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Carlos Hyde, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
I'm scared. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Check, check, check. 198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Danny.
Now Jackson steps away to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. So close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And now we'll get a timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Again, it's Hyde. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On third down, Roethlisberger. Complete here, it's Hyde. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Hyde. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
And it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Ingram again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And an alley to run. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check, 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 check.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Jackson on 1st down towards the end zone for, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten. Carlos Hyde, see you later. He's at the 30, 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Carlos Hyde with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as his guys are back within a single score. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Carlos Hyde, see you later. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Carlos Hyde, 75 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson being chased out left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter play. Back now in Pittsburgh, it's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. On third down, Jackson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Roethlisberger. Well, he's going to go for it all. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Steelers. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 19-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
On first down, Dobbins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They start the drive with Hyde. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
They run it again with Hyde. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big run there by Hyde. 48 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's Hyde. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hyde. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Third down, Carlos Hyde. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 76 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Here's Jackson operating from the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all. And, the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
You know, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Ready. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Here we go.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Second and 10 now from the 27.
You got nothing.
Throwing again. Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll get this down to the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
Zero.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion.
98's the mic.
Throwing now is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get two, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
180. Watch the out.
Carry number 20 here for Hyde. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Jackson to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a run with Hyde. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The fullback Watt with a run. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.